I noticed that there was like this happiness gap inside of me years ago. And it was like a hollow, an empty, hollow feeling inside that I felt like I had to fill with things from outside of me. And I see that in a lot of other people. It's a very sort of human thing. We feel almost like we have to self-medicate when we're not feeling great. And it did feel like this big empty gap, this hollow. So bridging the gap to happiness is basically finding out, well, what is that hollow? What's creating that? Why? What thoughts, feelings, beliefs are creating that? What trapped emotions are creating that? And then working towards kind of one emotion at a time, really, filling the gap.
We're all kind of searching for happiness. It's what drives all the media messages you see. Every single advert really is about this quest for happiness. Um, but I wonder,
Mm.
is the problem with this idea of happiness as that it's something that you're always searching and striving for, rather than just appreciating it when it's there in your life?
Absolutely, absolutely. That's a gap again, isn't it? It's we're making happiness something that's outside of our reach, outside of ourselves. And then what you're doing is if you're just searching to be happy, you're wiping out all the other emotions, you're taking all their value away. You're living in a very conditional manner as well. So you're saying, I will only be happy when dot dot dot. I have the car, the house, the relationship, the life, the job, blah blah, fill the gap. Which is fine. It's good to aspire to move towards things that you want in your life. But if you're only pinning your happiness on those moments, those moments are often fleeting. You look forward to a holiday for 6 months, then what happens when the holiday's over? Then what? What do you crash down emotionally?
Or indeed, you don't even
So,
enjoy the holiday because you've put so much kind
well, you
of
don't.
pent up emotion
This is
into it that
it.
when you're there, you can't be in the
This
moment
is
and
it.
savor it. Yeah.
Yeah, because the whole time then you're on the holiday, you're probably thinking, well, I've only got 2 weeks, it'll be over soon, and then I'll feel awful. So, but it's being very conditional about I can only be happy when. So letting go of that is a really good thing that you can do, and embracing your other emotions. Tony Robbins talks about, he says, progress brings happiness, which I totally agree with. It's if you have a goal, that's a temporary win. Whereas
Mm.
if you're looking at making progress in your life, that's the journey to get to a goal. So if you can embrace the journey, then you are always going to have a sense of happiness, success, feeling like you're stepping towards something good.
Mm.
And also Aldous Huxley, who is a writer and philosopher, he said happiness is not achieved by the continuous pursuit of happiness. It's generally a byproduct of other activity. So when we go into flow, for example, if we go into, when you're in that childlike moment of you get it so into something, you're in flow, you're
Mhm.
engaged, you're all in, you're just in that moment and loving that moment. That can bring a whole lot of happiness as a side effect of being in that state.